Hey girls, hey guys, it's Solaris. Not long ago I went to England with the school. We only stayed 4 days, but honestly, it was so good. I have excellent memories of it. That's all. Okay, I will tell you everything. To start, we left by bus at 6 am to go to the north of France to join the Eurotunnel. But we didn't take the train, no. We took the bus in the train. I felt like commodity. But after, it was quick, and once arrived, the weather was so great. Not like the cliché about rainy England. Since we had no time to waste, as soon as we arrived, we went to visit the first city planned. I named Canterbury. Here I was able to observe a lot about England. Firstly, France is not the only country to have pigeons everywhere. Next, I understood that we drove in the left, but I also had to get into the habit of walking on the left in the street. And believe me, when you have an habit, it's complicated to lose it. To return to Canterbury, this village has a reputation as a religious town with its history, its churches, and its enormous cathedral that we couldn't visit. Even if Canterbury is a small country town, we can find more modern spaces with major brands. But it was precisely by looking at the signs that gave me the opportunity to look. Because some have names that didn't work at all in France. And on another side, others sounds really Frenchy. After this eventful first day, we met our host families. And mine was so nice! To start, it's a super smiling woman who welcomed us. Her name was Karen. And after we talking about everything and nothing on the road, we arrived at her house to meet her husband, Simon, and her adorable dog. Seriously, she was so cute and kind. So for the dinner, me and the other two boys who were with me ate pizzas. And after we were finished, we went in our bedrooms. There was carpets everywhere, a cozy atmosphere, and above all, the softed bed that I have never seen. I feel like I was on a cloud. The next day, after understanding what jet lag was, I was able to wake up with the sun. Oh no, the rain. But it was not some drops who can stop me. So I prepared myself by listening to great music, and we left towards the bus with Karen. By the way, another funny thing. In England, all traffic lights turn red using button. So as long as we don't press it, it remains green for cars. But hey, it was time to move to our next destination, which is none other than the famous site Stonehenge. Already from the bus, we could see the site in the middle of the field and ships. As we were bored, we even got the daily horoscope from our history teacher. Otherwise, to summarize what is Stonehenge, it's a prehistoric site with enormous stones placed on the top of each other. This place contains many mysteries because we don't really know why and how it was created. The visit was quick, but standing in front of it was super impressive. After that, we were able to eat the sandwiches prepared by our host families. It was so good. Thank you, Karen and Simon. And after a good meal, we went to the third destination, the city of Bath. Like his name indicated, this town is known for its extremely cool Roman baths, which we were able to visit. Oh, and there was another group of French people during the visit. And when one of them came to me after telling his friend Hey, I'm going to have a conversation with the next English person I meet. I took satisfaction in responding to his hello by a bonjour. Shit. We continued with a free neighborhood in the city. In addition to some cool stuff, we were able to meet the god of pigeon. He had a pigeon of his hat and the other was following him. He even came, put some seeds in my hand, and the pigeon on his hat jumped on me. It was incredible. After walking around, we meet the teachers. One of them told us, hey, over there's a place where the view is incredible. We said, oh, so cool, let's go. And he dared to answer, oh, but no, no, don't have time left. Let's go everybody in the bus. Thank you, I suppose. In the evening, we returned to our families. We even met a neighbor on the road, and Karen told us, do you see his dog? It's one of my dog's children that we gave to the neighbors. She showed me our wallpaper in his phone, and there were 4 baby dogs. It was funny to see how they outgrow. At dinner, we ate mashed potatoes and sauces, and this time there was Simon with us. It allowed us to talk with him. It was so nice to have discussion in English to get to know people. After a good night, we were ready for the next destination, which was none other than Oxford. The university was enormous, and we had a guide to show us the campus. At one point, we spoke in French to each other, and she responded us in French too. I was surprised and I said, wait a minute, you are French? Obviously I'm French, I just came to study here. I didn't expect it, but to work on our English, we still did the visit in English. And true me when I say the campus was big and the architecture was like in a castle, because there was even movie shoots here, like for example Narnia, Harry Potter or Wonka. After eating with my friends and coming across some funny things, we went to visit 2 museums. The Pitt Museum was small and very quick, and the Natural Museum, who was so large and just so cool and interesting. Wait, I will show you some pictures. After that misadventures, we went to Abingdon-on-Thames, where there is our host family. We ate pasta and talked about gastronomy with Karen and Simon. There was here saying, what is your French dish with cheese? Yes, the raclette or the tartiflette. Wasn't that the fondue? And then we had to try to explain the difference between the 3. So that is it, cheese with things, and that is cheese with things. Not to be confused with cheese with things. Thank you, pictures on internet. Speaking of food, I also told them that I was happy because they prepare normal breakfast for us. And I was afraid of coming across typical English things that I can dislike. After the meal, I gave to Karen a gift, some chocolates. It seemed to please him. But with all the hospitalities assured, there was nothing more normal. We will miss them. So, it was the time to enjoy our last day in England. And what's better than begin by a museum like the famous British Museum? I had heard a lot about this museum, but I didn't think it would be so incredible. There were many things from different civilizations and eras, but you can see that with the images. The museum was so big that we didn't have time to do everything. Once finished, we walk into what would be the last town in our trip. Simply London, the capital. Here we visited many things. Chinatown, the largest toy store in the world, the streets of London. Oh, and by the way, I saw that. The worst is that after the English will believe that it's French speciality. But no! We even took the metro. Very chic, very rounded. And that's when I understood that the English love the musicals. It's not to displease me. We then went to Buckingham Palace, from where we could see London Eyes and Big Ben, which we went to join. After a visit from a squirrel and a magical moment spent in the company of the Thames, Big Ben and the Moon, we went to a restaurant to eat fish and chips. More fish than chips. Oh, a little off topics, but you know what noise makes an ambulance in England? At least we hear it. We returned to France in the middle of the night, and after having a short sleep in the car, a nice ferry ride, and another short sleep in the car, it was around 9 a.m. that we arrived at school, and we returned home, with a lot of wonderful memories in our head. And the time difference.